Man, the moment you survive hell alone and walk back into the world looking untouched. Complaints, no announcements, just silence and strength. A man who goes through real hardship in silence, that's a different creature. He doesn't ask for applause, he doesn't beg for sympathy, he doesn't scream for validation. He takes his losses quietly, resets his mind, cleans the debris of his past, and walks forward like nothing can faze him anymore. When a man stops fearing the storm, life stops being able to break him. Most people crumble because they're waiting for someone to come and save them. They want the world to carry their weight. They want comfort for every setback. But the man who can start from zero, who can rebuild himself without blaming anyone, who can take damage and keep moving, that man becomes immune to failure. He studies his losses. He rebuilds his foundations. He reforms his identity. Every setback becomes a sharpened weapon. Every heartbreak becomes discipline. Every mistake becomes strategy. And he rises again, so silently. The world doesn't even realize how close it came for him burying the wrong man. What makes him truly dangerous? He keeps a simple code. He doesn't break when life breaks him. He doesn't crumble when plans fail. He doesn't beg for rescue. He adapts, he evolves, he returns stronger than he left. Nothing is more frightening than a man who can lose everything and still walk forward like nothing happened. That's not coldness, that's mastery. And that's why you never underestimate the man who suffered in silence.
You really can't care about too much in this life. You know, you get your feelings involved. Oftentimes, people, things gonna let you down. I was always the type of person that I didn't care too much, but I cared, especially about certain things more than others. If you know anything about caring about people, then you know that. And I really cared too much about certain people, and that was my family. I ain't really care about too much anything else, maybe my community, my friends, but I was always the person that cared, like overly cared about my family. And I say all that to say this: you really can't care too much about anything, whether it's your family, your friends, your job, because it can all be gone in an instant. And where does that leave you? Caring about something that isn't even a part of your life anymore. I see this often, all the time. People caring about a job, they having layoffs. So now, this dude can't even provide for his family, but he really enjoyed that job. He really cared about that job. You can talk about just anything of that nature. Just family members, they steal something from you, and after a while, you don't want to be around their ass no more, because they've been stealing, plotting, scheming, doing you wrong, fucking you over. Now, I'm speaking from experience. I almost got choked up because I'm thinking about all the times my family members did me wrong and I kept on forgiving them. But answer me this: if a job let you go, will you still forgive them and you still love them or something like that? It's pretty much what my family did to me over and over and over. Layoffs, nigga. Not putting me on, doing some schemey shit behind my back, doing this, doing that. And I realized, like, on some real shit, we all, especially men, we all in competition. Then the women in competition with us now because of feminism. And what I realized was your family members are in competition with your ass too. Everybody is in competition with you as a man. Everybody, your family, your girlfriend, these women out here, everybody just in competition with us as men. We cannot be man no more. But if we do, we get shamed, ridiculed. You being toxically masculine. You being toxically masculine. Don't y'all love when they say that? You being toxically masculine. Why are you acting like that? Nah, I'm just being masculine. I'm just being masculine. Because there ain't no such thing as toxic masculinity, bitch. It's just masculinity. And guess what? It's toxic. I was listening to that Cat Williams, Woke Folk. He was like, they changing the meaning of everything and anything. And, you know, it clicked with me when he was like, people that are woke are dumb, basically. That's why they know. When you woke, you wide awake. You understand shit. And then he was saying, like, just anything and everything to do with just people that are woke. They just changing the definition. They making it so that you cannot pretty much you cannot explain this shit. They trying to confuse you. I'm getting confused just thinking about it. But he said something and he was like, they changing the meaning of washed. 30 years ago, that means you clean. Today it means, you know, your ass out of there. You cooked. You done for it. And that's what they pretty much want to do. They want to change the meanings of everything in this world, so we just confused. Just like with masculinity. They saying masculinity is toxic. What do they want you to do? They want you to be feminine, because if they saying masculinity is toxic, all masculinity is toxic masculinity, what are they telling you to do? Be feminine. Yeah. Be like a little cat, like a little girl. Okay, stop doing all that. Talk like a bitch, act like a bitch, and walk like a bitch. That's what they want you to be. Because if you do anything else, it's toxic. If you being masculine at all, it's toxic. They want you to, I don't care, I don't really know. I'm not sure of myself. I'm not really confident. I don't know about anything. I'm not really confident. I'm just a weak beta male. Please don't take my lunch money. Please don't take my lunch money. Please don't beat me up. Please, I'm just a bitch ass nigga. Please. That's how they want you to be. Do you want to go out with me sometime, Sarah? I promise I'll treat you nice, Sarah. That's how they want you to be, bro. That's how they want you to be. They want you. Can you pick the restaurant, Ashley? Ashley, I don't feel too confident picking the restaurant. You can pick it. I'm not toxic. I'm not masculine. You can emasculate me. Ashley! They want you to act like a weak bitch, bro. That's what they want out of you in this world. They want the women to control shit. They want you to act like a weak bitch. They want you to be soft, friendly, submissive, while the women be toxically masculine, nigga. The world's so fucked up, bro. God coming back. I'm telling you, God is gonna come back, and God is gonna really do some shit. He gonna really do some. When he come back, he gonna really do some shit. And I'm telling you, he gonna get rid of all this shit. That's why I ain't even worried. I used to be worried about this shit that's going on here, and this is unfixable. Like, what's really going on? This is not fucking salvageable. This is not something that you'll be really wanting to be a part of out here. But then I realized, like, all right, yeah, that, like, God, he coming back. God, he really finna do something with these people, bro. They just exposing themselves. They the devil. All these 100 million piercings. You talk to a girl these days, these bitches got 111,000 piercings, bro. Bro, these motherfuckers going crazy, bro. These people going crazy. They got 100 million piercings on their face, women and dudes alike. You know, I was at the gym yesterday, and I was seeing, you know, rainbow community people, but he wasn't a rainbow. It was, you know, transformers, robots, in disguise. You feel me? So, dude was like a girl though, but like, nigga had like 20 piercings on his face, like 16 in each ear. I'm looking like, what the fuck? What the hell? What the helly? I'm like, what? I'm like, really? Ugh, you fucking disgusting. Well, you can't say that now on YouTube because guidelines and all this other stuff, but I didn't like it. I'm just gonna put it like that. It was not disgusting. I just didn't like it. It wasn't my personal preference. You feel me? So, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. You feel me? First Amendment. I think it is. Yep. Freedom of speech. You know? That's being real. Shit. Yeah, man. It just didn't sit right with me, man. Like how so many demonic forces are in this world taking over. You know, you can't trust anything. Y'all better watch out for what y'all kids watching these days. These streamers are motherfucking like doing and saying the weirdest shit. Like, it was one time a motherfucking streamer was like, and I watch streamers too, like video games. I'm thinking like, damn, maybe I should stop watching this. They keep making GAY jokes and stuff. You know, white guys, they just make gay jokes for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know the psychology behind that. I think it's just because, I don't know, like I don't know, bro. I ain't even trying to get into their fucking psychology, bro. Look, yeah, like, you need to watch what your kids watch. For example, these little white screamers always making gay jokes, right? And then they always talking about playing my booty hole and all this other shit. Your kids fucking around see that what they gonna be? Playing my booty hole, you feel me? That's what they gonna be doing, bro. They gonna do the Josh Hart to Bronson ass, bro. You feel me? I don't know why the hell his ass did that. I don't see. That's why I don't watch sports no more. Cause this shit crazy, bro. That shit weird as hell, bro. Most of this shit be weird as hell, bro. I digress. But that's what I'm saying, man. You can't really let your kids watch anything. Cause these people, they poisoning the kids' minds slowly but surely in weird ass little ways. Incognito ass ways. So just watch what your kids watching and understand that these some weird ass people out here, bro. There's some weird ass shit, and the devil is gonna come and get their ass. Like, for real. Well, God is. The devil already got a hold of their ass. For real.